At 4:37 AM, the island of Manhattan is invaded. The police fall victims to a deadly green gas cloud. Bridges and tunnels are destroyed with a giant laser, and the citizens are herded out into the streets as hostages. We're reading every Spider-Man ever, and this is the Avengers issue 82, Hostage. Across New York, a man with a goat's head appears on TV screens, claiming credit for the invasion. He's called Aries, and he's the head of the cartel known as Zodiac. He's placed a paralyzing force field around Manhattan, and he has captured the Avengers: Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and Quicksilver. He wants $1 billion. Watching the broadcast, some other Avengers realize that they're stuck in Jersey. Watching the broadcast, the Fantastic Four realize that they can't get through the force field. Watching the broadcast, Peter Parker leaps up to help as Spider-Man before deciding to stay to stop his Aunt May learning about the invasion. But some heroes still remain. Black Panther wasn't at Avengers HQ when the attack happened, and so he looks to another hero, Daredevil, who is fighting off some kidnappers in the dark. They agree to team up, and Black Panther knows where the Avengers are being held, recognizing it from the TV screens. But when they get there, they instead find the Avengers have been moved, and Aries is waiting as a trap. Aries demands that the heroes surrender, and when they don't, he says he'll publicly execute the Avengers. Then he uses the key to the Zodiac to set the whole place on fire and sending a blast at our heroes. Black Panther leaps in front of Daredevil, taking the force of the blast, and Daredevil flees with Black Panther's body draped over his shoulder. Aries refuses to chase them. He's shown them his power, and so we cut to dawn and the promised public execution. The Avengers are held in stasis as Aries makes a speech, ranting about his power and how easy it was to capture the Avengers. From the audience, a blind man rises up in protest, Matt Murdock in disguise. He stumbles forward and pretends to faint, playing unconscious until he's dragged to the stage. Then his cane shoots out into the heart of the stasis machine and switches them off, allowing the four Avengers to smash themselves free. With the Avengers free, the fight is won easily. Superior firepower is no good against Quicksilver's speed, and no one can stand against Cap or Iron Man. And so Ares gets into a jet and flees, and changes the force field so it'll begin to close in on the people of New York. But that won't stop Thor, who flies up to the jet, summons lightning and explodes the plane. And the rest of Zodiac, without their leader, are arrested. Back at Avengers Mansion, the Avengers begin to realize that all 9 of them were working on the same case, unable to see that they all pointed towards Ares and Zodiac. They talk about what happened in past issues that didn't have Spider-Man in them, and so we end with Daredevil telling a fable about 3 blind men describing an elephant. One who has only felt the trunk, another who has only felt the tail, and a third who has only felt the body. Then he leaves, leaving the Avengers confused. Thanks for watching and joining me on this journey to read every Spider-Man comic ever. Next week, Spider-Man is a criminal that Iceman is chasing, but until that issue, here's a fun fact about this one. Despite being a villain who could easily capture the Avengers, Ares pretty much stays dead after his explosive end in this issue, although a second Ares shows up about 3 years later, who just wants to kill all Geminis.